Here we have a word problem that's got some decimals and looks like a whole number in there. We're going to have to add all these together. That's what these word problems are about. But let's read the problem so we can figure this out. It says, Kareem ran 4 times last week. Here are the distances he ran in kilometers. So 19, oh boy, that's a pretty far distance to run. 17.1, 1.03, and 1.8. Okay, so those are how far Kareem ran on each of those 4 runs. And it says, what's the total distance Kareem ran on these 4 days? So we want to add all those together, then you'll get the total distance. So we're going to set this up like a normal addition problem. We're going to stack these numbers up. There's 2 things we need to be concerned about. One is getting the decimal points all lined up, and the other is filling in any trailing zeros that we might need. So let's start with this 19. Now, 19 doesn't have a decimal point, but when you see a number without a decimal point, it means it's just hiding right there. So I'll put that in. Then we've got 17.1. We'll line up the decimal points so they're right above each other. Then we've got 1.03, so the 1 goes here and the 0.3 here. When you work on lining up the decimal points, you automatically get the place values in the right place. So this is the ones place all lined up, and that's what we want. And then we've got one more number, 1.8. Now, this all looks a little strange because you have some decimals that are longer and even one without a decimal part. What we can do though is fill it all out with these trailing zeros. 19.00 is the same as 19, so this doesn't really change anything. Just makes it easier to add, makes it look nicer. So fill in all those spaces with the trailing zeros. Now we're ready to add. So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got 0, 0, 3, and 0, that's 3. And here we've got 0 and 1 and 0 and 8. 1 and 8 is 9. And then, oh, we got a lot here. So 9 and 7, let's see, that's 16, plus 1 more is 17, plus 1 more is 18. So we put the 8 down here, carry the 1, and here we've got 1, 2, 3. And then we just put our decimal point in the same spot. So looks like Kareem ran a total of 38.93 kilometers in 1 week. That's some pretty serious training, Kareem. Let's try one more of those. So this one says Maya bought 4 books at a bookstore, and here are their prices in dollars: $8.05, $11, $3.80, $10.10. What's the total amount Maya paid at the bookstore? That word, total or what's the total often indicates that we're going to be adding. So let's go ahead and set this up. So we'll stack them with the decimal points lined up. So there's our 8. The 11 is going to go right here because the decimal point is hiding there. 3.8 is going to go here. And 10.1 is going to go there. And then we just fill in with trailing zeros to make it all look nice. Okay, so now we're ready to add. That first column, it's just 5 and a bunch of zeros, so that adds up to 5. Second column, 0, 0, 8 and 1 is 9. Here we have 8 and 1, that's 9, plus 3 is 12. So we'll put the 2 down and carry the 1. And here we have 1, 2, 3. And we'll put the decimal point right there. So Maya paid $32.95 for the 4 books at the bookstore. So that's a little bit of work with word problems requiring you to add decimals and whole numbers.